Let's turn to the weather now, and boy, we've been feeling the big changes. So where was fall, Cedric? Did it even happen?
It skipped it. Well, on the calendar it said it came in on the 22nd of September. That's what. Remember?
That's what the calendar says.
That's what the calendar say.
But
yeah, I think we went straight from summer to winter time.
I think we did too.
And we had a little bit of a break, but yeah, transition really this weekend. In fact, let me show you some video here because you might have missed it. At about between 1 and 2 a.m. Saturday morning, we had snow actually in Salt Lake City at the airport. So the rain changed over to snow down to the valley floors, and look at those beautiful, beautiful flakes. Could we see more scenes like that? Hey, it's possible here as we go throughout the next 24 hours. Another stat for you, we've had the coldest morning start we've had in quite some time in Salt Lake City at the airport this morning, where it dropped down to 30 degrees. And the last time we were that chilly, you got to go all the way back to March 14th. Of 2024 when we were down below freezing at about 30 degrees. So, yeah, it was a chilly start out there for us. We've got this northerly flow here ushering in that cooler air in the upper levels, but we're also tracking our next storm system now. It is Tuesday's weather maker, bringing with it some rain and snow shower activity as it drops due south from the north with that northerly flow. But the way that it's coming in, it's not going to have a ton of moisture, so we're not concerned about type of snow that's going to impact you trying to get to the poles or anything like that, at least in a major way. But it could be a situation where you're driving to the poles and you get a quick burst of snow shower activity moving through your area. So along the Wasatch Front, we'll kick off the morning with a few rain and snow showers, very spotty in nature. I do think the chance increases as we get towards lunchtime into the afternoon hours as we see a little better chance of those snow showers working their way in. Here's how it plays out on Futurecast. Here comes that front after midnight tonight. Notice up along Cache Valley late tonight around midnight, you could squeeze out a sprinkle or a snow flurry, but a better chance of those snow showers get going around lunchtime. We'll start to kick in some daytime heating. First, the best chance will be across the higher elevations here, the Uintas, the Wasatch back down through the mountains of central Utah. And then as we get into the afternoon hours, notice some of that will try to spread down through the valleys and up and down the I-15 corridor through the early afternoon hours. So especially after, let's say, 2 o'clock, pretty much anyone has a chance of seeing a snow shower or a snow flurry working its way through. And then the best energy will start to shift to the south late into the evening. So the better chances will shift towards Cedar City and over towards places like Fillmore. And then notice we could still have a little lake effect snow shower activity, but most of this will come to an end by midnight. And then after that, it's just quiet as high pressure builds in, and the story becomes all about the cold air that will be building in behind this system. So as far as snow accumulations go, again, this is not a major snow system by any means. We're talking in the mountains tomorrow morning, could wake up to a little dusting or a covering. And notice as we go throughout the day, even in the highest of elevations, we're talking a couple of little blue spots popping up here on the map. That's an indication of maybe up to like 4 inches of snow, but that's in the highest peaks there. We're talking the Cottonwoods over towards the Uintas. So most of us, we're talking a dusting to a covering, maybe up to an inch in some of the higher benches or valley areas. And again, it's going to be scattered in nature up and down 15 because it's going to be showery activity, not a widespread snow event. So we've got this low pressure dropping in, bringing us that wintry mix and cold for tomorrow. And then it's just all about the cold as we get towards your Wednesday, as we get rid of the moisture. But look at this. How about a warm-up heading towards the end of the week into the weekend? And then notice as we get towards next week, we may have another cold system waiting. But for St. George, check it out. We're looking at Election Day looking pretty good with low 60s, and then the temperature drops after that. Look at those temperatures near freezing down towards St. George. And for the Wasatch Front, we're going to be looking at, again, some pretty decent weather. But watch out for a few of those snow showers for Election Day. And look at those lows, guys. Low to mid-20s, so wind chills in the teens. Ooh. And that's in the valley, so it's on the way.
Oh, boy, that's cold enough to make your earrings pop out.
I don't know. It happens to some people. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
I thought she was
You're the lucky winner. You found it.
Yeah, I thought she was throwing a quarter at me for that forecast.
Good job, Cedric.
He looks good in that jacket I gave him.
Oh, yeah.
That's so
Thank
nice.
you,
You guys
though.
share clothes.
Well, Wes always hooks me up.
That's very cute. That was very cute.